Shalom, Bruchim Habaim, and welcome back to the virtual village at 5959 Online. My name is Cassandra Tenenbaum. I'm the Director of Clergy Affairs here at Emmanuel Congregation, and I am so excited that you are joining me to count the Omer today in our Sefirat Ha-Omer project, Seeking Virtue on the Way to Sinai. For our friends who are joining us for the first time, the Omer is the period of time between Pesach, or Passover, and Shavuot. Traditionally, we count each day of the Omer to reflect and renew ourselves spiritually in preparation to celebrate receiving the Ten Commandments. This year, we're going to count the Omer and also learn about a midah, or virtue, each day that our tradition tells us will help us to be a force for good in the world. At the end of the Omer, you will have a virtual toolbox filled with these midot, ready to go out and make a difference in the world around you. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the midah of Hakarat HaTov, or gratitude. Hakarat HaTov literally translates as finding the good, and much like the secret of kavod is finding the holiness in other people, the secret of Hakarat HaTov is finding the good in even uncomfortable times and situations. I want to recognize that this is easier said than done, because on the one hand, it's really easy for us to dwell on the negative. It's almost like that's what we're programmed to remember. And on the other hand, it's very easy for us to lose sight of all of the positive things in our lives that we experience on a daily basis. It's important to cultivate healthy gratitude, though, because too little of it can lead to depression, while on the other hand, too much can lead to a sense of complacency, because you're so easily satisfied that you don't see opportunities for improvement. Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, one of the foremost Hasidic spiritual seekers of the 18th and 19th century, tells us that gratitude rejoices with her sister joy and is always ready to light a candle and have a party. Gratitude doesn't much like the old cronies of boredom, despair, and taking life for granted. So how can we bring this wisdom into our daily lives? COVID-19 actually provides us with a perfect opportunity to develop Hakarat HaTov more fully in our lives. Those of us who are isolating with families can be grateful for the opportunity to connect with our loved ones in new ways. Those of us who are isolating alone can be grateful for the opportunity to discover new ways to care for ourselves, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And we can all be grateful for the lessons we are learning right now, and honor those lessons by carrying them forward after the quarantine ends. And now, Chavre, please join me for the blessing for counting the Omer, the Bracha Sefirat Ha-Omer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sefirat Ha-Omer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign over time and space, who makes us holy with your commandments and commands us to count the Omer. Hayom shmuna yamim hahem shavua echad, ve'yom echad la'omer. Today is the 8th day of the Omer. Thank you so much for joining me. Sei gesund, be well, lehitraot.